morning. My name is Blanca Garcia. And I'm Lisbeth Uriartes, and we're here live.
Today we have a lot of information. Let's start with the Articles of Confederation. The Articles of Confederation was the first constitution of the U.S. At first, the Continental Congress thought the Articles of Confederation was a good document because it allowed the government to add new states to the U.S. But later they found issues known as weaknesses that led to the Continental Constitutional Convention. There was no president, no judicial branch, a weak Congress, and only 9 out of 13 states were needed to make a law. The congressional representatives were elected to represent the 13 states on writing laws, voting, taking care of their money, and keeping away a strong central government.
Thanks, Blanca. Moving on, another cause of the Constitutional Convention was the Northwest Ordinance. This was one of the Articles of Confederation major strengths. In 1787, the Confederational Congress introduced the Northwest Ordinance. It was a method for admitting territories into the Union with a population of 60,000 people. Furthermore, the new states needed to be equal to the original 13 states, having no slaves, public education, and religious freedom.
Thanks for the news. Changing the subject, let's know more about Shays Rebellion with Jacqueline Gonzalez, who is live in Massachusetts, where this event occurred.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can
Share with a friend.
Good morning. And yes, I'm in Massachusetts where Shays Rebellion occurred, which was a cause of the Constitutional Convention. In 1787, Daniel Shays and his men wanted a rebel. He and his men were fighting against high taxes in an effort to take the armies gathered at Springfield. Many farmers were in large debts as they tried to start new farms. That is why it was the Articles of Confederation's major weaknesses. Farmers had no paper money. The government didn't give them support, and the rich were in power, which was limitations to them. At the time, Congress had no power to raise money. They could not help states pay debts. States taxed their citizens heavily, and Congress couldn't raise a national army. Later on, the Constitutional Convention met in Philadelphia to write a constitution that defined the stronger central government. Back to you.
We're going to talk about the Great Compromise, one of the main effects of the convention. The Great Compromise was a solution. Congress decided to separate the problem between the large states and the small states by dividing them by legislative branch into two parts, including the Senate and House of Representatives. Large states won the House of Representatives, which is membership based on population. Small states won Senate, where representation was equal. In the Senate, each state had 2 senators. The Great Compromise was helpful because it pleased larger states and prevented smaller states from leaving the Union. At the end, it kept the American government from falling apart.
Thanks for those reports. Now let's go with Arlie Castro to tell us more about the Three-Fifths Compromise, who is live in one of the House of Representatives in Virginia.
I'm here in Virginia, one of the House of Representatives, where the Three-Fifths Compromise was chosen. Moving on, the northern and southern states were in common to resolve this problem. Congress wrote the Three-Fifths Compromise, which was a way to count slave Africans as part of the population. They allowed that for every 5 slaves, only 3 will be counted towards state population purposes, but they didn't get a voice to vote or to have freedom. First, the North said slaves shouldn't be counted, but the South convinced them, and they followed this compromise, and it kept the American government from falling apart. This is all I have. Return back to you, Elizabeth.
Going further, the Bill of Rights, which was a document that protected the rights of citizens, was another main effect of the Constitutional Convention. The people who supported the Bill of Rights were the Anti-Federalists, or the group of people that opposed a strong central government. They wanted to keep their government at their state level, but the Federalists, a group of people that supported a strong central government, wanted to ratify the Constitution. Anti-Federalists and Federalists later agreed to contain the Bill of Rights only if Anti-Federalists ratified the Constitution. Changing the subject, let's go with Jacqueline Gonzalez, who's going to talk to us about the Anti-Federalist, a major argument against ratifying the Constitution.
I'm here once again to let y'all know more about the Federalists and Federalist Papers. To begin with, Federalists were a group of people that believed that state needed more power on a higher level. They believed that America needed a strong central government. Federalists started to write a persuasive essays to win votes to replace the Articles of Confederation by ratifying the new Constitution. They supported the U.S. Constitution because the Articles of Confederation had a lot of limitations. Some founding fathers who were Federalists were Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, James Madison. This is Arlie Castro. Back to you, Elizabeth.
Thanks for watching Fox 26 News.